What's going on YouTube? R2R Moto here. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a review on these mirrors that I have right here for the DRZ. They are actually the BikeMaster bar end mirrors, so they're meant to go at the end of the bar. But basically what I did is I took the bar end pieces out of them and I put them on the handlebar so they can look under, which in my opinion they look a lot better than the stock mirrors. They're not all out like this on both sides. There are a few things I like about it, a few things, mainly one that I actually don't like about it, and I'll get into that in this video. It's a nice, pretty beautiful Monday. I haven't had a chance to ride on a Monday in quite some time because of work. But yeah, so let's talk about what I like and dislike about these mirrors. So first off, I got these mirrors actually from solaracer.com. I believe they were $56 or something like that. And they came in a nice little package. And I really didn't have a hard time installing them at all. I will say, if you're doing this on the DRZ, the left side, pretty self-explanatory. You just take the bar end bits out of the bar, and then you clamp them onto the hand. Oh my, that was almost a butthole I went into. Oh god, it smells like straight ass over here, dude. Oh, it's bad. That's real bad. What is this car stopping for? Oh god, it smells like straight shit and I hate it. It's so bad. Oh god, it's not getting any better either. I need to hurry up and get out of this section. Oh god. Alright, now that I can breathe again, like I was saying, so you get them in the package, you basically undo these two bolts right here. So they're actually 4mm bolts, and you undo those, you take the little bar end bit that's in it out, and then you'll just be left with both of this clamp, so this side and the other side of the clamp, and then the mirror. And then what you want to do is you actually, so for this job you only need two tools. You need a 4mm Allen basically to do these bolts, and then you need a 8mm socket to do these bolts right here, for both sides actually. Once you loosen everything up, you should actually be able to basically move over the clutch assembly over a little bit towards this switch housing right here, so you can then pop this up under this little bit right here and put them right on the bar. So the left side, like I said, it's pretty self-explanatory. The right side was a little bit more of a headache, not really hard at all. This total install took me about 10 minutes. But what you gotta do is, like I said, you gotta loosen up these 10mm right here. It keeps saying 10, 8mm. And what you wanna do is you actually wanna move this sort of in a way that you can basically put the back of the clamp on right here and then slide it all the way over. And then to get the bolts in the back of it, to actually lock them down, you want to basically move this, the BikeMaster, basically up and down, so that way you can actually get your hand in there to be able to move the bolts. If you have two people, it might be a little bit easier, but like I said, the whole thing took me about 10 minutes and it wasn't hard at all. So like I said, the install is pretty easy, but then we come to why I actually like and sort of dislike the mirror. And I'm going to just start with the dislike right off the bat. The reason I don't like these mirrors is for my own personal reason, which is the fact that what I'm doing right now, moto vlogging, I can't check my camera while riding. So I used to, with the stock mirrors, I could actually see up right here and I could just literally peek my head towards the mirror and I could be like, oh, I'm recording, and I know it. Now I don't have that, so I have to basically make sure like my camera's recording, because I can't really look all the way down to see these mirrors. Now, like I said, that's my own personal problem and it's not really that big of a deal, so I'm not that mad about it. Not mad about it at all actually, because it doesn't really matter. Also, I changed my turn signals. I got the TST Industries front turn signals, but that's not what this video is about. Alright, so now on to what I actually like about these mirrors is that, one, I think they look a lot better than the stock mirrors. Having them being under the bar instead of on top of the bar makes it look a lot more sleek and a lot more streamlined. And especially with looking up here, I just like the way it looks a lot more than with the stock mirrors. The stock mirrors aren't that bad to me. They have good visibility, but these are actually a little bit better. Now, if you have the stock mirrors on about any bike, and excuse the wind noise if it is bad, because it is a pretty windy day out here today, but if you have the stock mirrors, you know that if you're like me, at least, I have to do like a shoulder check every time I go to check my mirror, meaning that I gotta like move my shoulder. Now that's an exaggerated movement, but I really gotta like do like a little arm wiggle or something to basically be able to move my mirror, or not my mirror, but move my arm out of the way of the mirror so that I actually see what I'm looking at. With these, since they're under the bar, I don't have to move my body at all. I can just see both directions behind me. I can see basically if someone's on the left lane next to me or someone's on the right lane next to me. I can see both lanes. So yeah, the first thing that I like about this mirror is that I don't have to basically move to see behind me. I can actually see that truck that's behind me right there perfectly fine. I'm trying to do this video and drive behind slow cars at the same time, and it's not working out. But then the second thing that I really like about this mirror is just the overall visibility of the mirror. It honestly, compared to stock, it sees. Now, I mean, they're obviously smaller mirrors, but they see just as well as the stock mirrors. Like, I can see well behind me. I can see the two cars that are behind me. And I'm not even moving. I'm just literally just moving my head down, which in itself can be a little bit distracting. But I mean, honestly, it's just a quick look. You just look super quick like that, and then you're fine. And you see behind you and you know what you got to do. So I mean, overall, the visibility of these mirrors is good. The fact that I don't have to move, I love that. I don't have to do like a little shoulder check, which gets quite annoying. But yeah, and then honestly, since I don't ride off-road, I don't really have to worry about these ever really shattering unless I get into a crash, which at that point it makes sense. So because I'm not really taking this bike off-road at the current moment, and by the time I do, if I do start taking this bike off-road, I'm definitely going to put the hand guards on it. Now I don't know how they'll protect the mirrors at all, but hopefully they will. So basically the fact of me not really riding off-road plus eventually getting the hand guards for this bike is what really pushed me over the edge to buy these mirrors. You could say $56 is kind of a lot for mirrors, and I kind of get it, but I didn't want to go with eBay mirrors because it's my bike. I want it to be how I want it to be, and I didn't want some cheap mirrors with poor visibility and then have to end up buying mirrors eventually in the future and then having to worry about whether or not they fit on the clamps of the DRZ, because these handlebars are like 1 1/8 of an inch thick handlebars versus like the Drz400s handlebars are a little bit thinner than these. So I didn't want to have to deal with getting the clamps and then have them not fit and then basically wasting like 10 bucks, whereas I know that these are going to fit because they're from a website that's specifically listed for parts for the DRZ. If you've never heard of solaracer.com, check them out. I'm not affiliated with them whatsoever, but it is where I got most of the visual components for my bike. Other than that, TST and Resolve are the other places I got my mods from. But yeah, these mirrors, I'm really loving them so far. I've been riding for about 30 minutes with them, and they're performing a lot better than stock. So yeah, I'm definitely proud of my purchase and happy with my purchase. So if you're thinking about getting some underbar mirrors for the DRZ, I definitely recommend you check out these BikeMaster mirrors. You can get them on solaracer.com, some other place. Or if you're thinking about just not spending that much money, you can chance it with the eBay mirrors. Just make sure that they actually fit on your clamp, like they fit around the bar that you have for your bike. And overall, I think you'll be set, especially if you like the way this setup looks versus the stock mirrors. So I'm gonna go ride and enjoy the rest of my Monday afternoon. I haven't been able to ride on a Monday, like I said, in months. So I'm gonna go enjoy that. If you guys did enjoy this video, hit that like button, subscribe to see more content in the future about more mods that I'm putting onto this bike. I've still got the fender eliminator and an exhaust and the hand guards and grips and throttle tube to do, as well as I think I also still have the case savers to do, which I'm actually going to do when I get home from this ride. So yeah, I'm going to be doing reviews on those eventually. If you want to see an install of any of those, let me know down below in the comments, or if you want to see any video in particular, let me know down in the comments. I haven't been saying that in my videos lately, but yeah, if you guys got any topics you want me to talk about, tell me down below in the comments. And like I said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.